great news, everyone. We have two different cameras again. Two different cameras. So we're able to do our show again from two different cameras that are not at all near each other. They're not on the same desk or anything.
Not anymore.
That's definitely not how this is happening. It looks professional now, doesn't it? That's we're just it's a two camera show, people. Ian is first, it looks like. Who would have guessed that? Ian taking things very seriously. That's not what I expect from an Ian. Just for the record, usually Ian's
Get in line, Ian.
Yeah, usually Ian's are weird and late to things, if anything. Yeah, two cameras like we used to have. I've made the lights lower. I guess I should turn on this light now because you don't want to cover your face because it's gonna get crazy for a second. This is happening. All right, we're good again. It's okay. We're fine. It's gonna be all right. Yeah. So this is the two camera setup. We're just here at the same spot still though. I turned the sound on her camera, which is further from me than her. So hopefully it will be. I'll be loud enough that you'll hear me no problem, and then when she talks like in her normal person voice,
hello,
you'll be able to hear her well as well. That's the goal. We'll see if that happens.
Ta-da!
Yeah. So Ian got our first point. Welcome. We do this every night at 7 o'clock, like we've done for weeks now. Weeks and weeks, a month and a half, I think, at this point.
Almost 2 months.
Almost 2 months. If you count the times we weren't giving prizes. We've been labeling them for like week 6 now is what we're on. But those are when we've given away prizes. So like this is the 6th t-shirt we'll give away. But we were doing it for like 2 weeks before that, I think, just about. So yeah, so that's something. That's a thing. That's
Happy
happening.
Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo, and it's Taco Tuesday too.
So we celebrated by having a big bowl of spaghetti.
Yeah, because fuck tradition. That what? So we've this is the first time I've thought of Taco Tuesday and Cinco de Mayo being on the same thing. It's happened before. It's happened before in my lifetime. I've just never really thought about it. I put in the people, you can go take a look. See if you can look it up when the last one, Taco Tuesday, and this were both happening at the same time. We've got Septic checking in from the UK. Welcome, Septic. Glad to have you here. Not first, unfortunately. Trey, also not first. Ian made it first. Christina's here. Steam. Danny. Scott has joined us for the first time. Welcome,
Hi,
Scott. He reached out to me and asked how he could be a part of it. Paul is back. This should be fun. Barbara's waiting on some tacos, if you know what I mean. And Danny says, I got Moe's Mexican Grill for lunch, which isn't really Mexican. So there we go. Which is very similar to what we had, which was spaghetti, which is also not Mexican.
Spaghetti is slightly further away from Mexican than Tex-Mex is.
Septic says that Twitch is definitely slower for the first by far. Interesting, yeah. If you did it as soon as it went live, then you were significantly slower than the Facebook folks. But then we found out that Twitch apparently is faster on other things. So I guess it's a win-lose there. I don't know. We are up to 16 people, so we're already at the number that we need for trivia. Because remember, we don't do trivia until it would be legal for us to all be in one place. And you can only have 9 people in Virginia, so it is illegal for us to all be in one place. So welcome, everybody. Ian says, I'm going to win today so I can choose the brown color. I don't even know if I have brown lights. Is there a possibility?
I think if you went
have to
to
be
orange.
I think it's just if you turn it off. That's that. Septic says it's not their night tonight. That way they don't get. I'm guessing that's so they don't. Get jinxed by it. All right. Let's see. Ian says he's going to go with the brown color. That's what it is. All right. Let's celebrate Canadian Independence Day apparently as well. From what? What were they ever? I feel like they've always.
Canada independent.
Are they really independent? I feel like there's a queen thing going
Yeah.
on.
They still have the queen on their money.
Yeah, it's not terribly independent, I feel. Yeah, like we did a way better job on the independence thing. We've fucked up a lot of other stuff, but on the independence thing, woo, except when we said then you can't do fireworks for Independence Day, which seems really ironic, but that's beside the point. Let's go to question number 1.
Well, Scott
No.
asked.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, Scott asked if he gets a bonus point for being a first timer. The answer is no there, unfortunately, but Keith will explain how to get points.
Ah, yes, places and ways that you can get points. If you're the first one into the chat and you shout first, you get a point. Just old-timey commenty stuff, you know. You get a point if you share the show on Facebook. You'll see a little alert come up here. So if you share it to your profile, I'm going to give that a shot right now, just so you all can see it. A demonstration, if you will, of how that looks.
Ooh, live demo.
Yeah, I'm going to, let's see. I've got to pull up the liveliness. Why is that not showing up? I should be live. Let's try this again. There it is. All right, so if I go in here and then I have to stop this immediately. Yeah, don't make that happen. And then I hit share. Well, first I'm going to be me. Yeah, that's me. And then I'm going to go share and now. Right? And then down here, look at that. See? That was me sharing. It shows up. That's so cool. So you can also do that if you want. That is also a possibility. And I don't know if it shows. Did it show up? I feel like it should have shown up. There it is. Yeah. Okay. I was just making sure. I was seeing things weird. All right. So you can also do that, and it'll show up, and then we'll try and give you a shout out. But at the end of the day, we'll also give you a point for sharing the show because we do appreciate it. And if you answer the question correctly, you get a point. If you answer the question correctly first, you get a bonus point. And those are all the ways you can get points. There's one other way, which is a thing we invented called throwing a Karen. And what you do is you shout Karen in the chat if you believe that no one else is going to get the correct answer. It's a bit of a gamble, though, because if no one gets the correct answer, you get a point. But if somebody does, oh, Ian shared. Hey, look, Ian shared. Yay. If someone does get the answer correct, however, you lose a point. Where if you just guess, you don't lose a point, right? If you just guess, if you get it right, you get a point. If you don't get it right, no harm, no foul. All right. So those are all the ways that you can do that. And it looks like Paul has already thrown a Karen.
And Ian.
And Ian is doing a brown Karen, which is, I think, a sex move that he's invented.
And then Steam.
And Steam is now doing a Canadian brown Karen, which is something he does on top of Ian, but he's independent.
And more polite.
And more polite. He does it while he's Ian's hat. So let's get into question number 1.
What is the
There. That has it. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. So
What
hold
did you
on.
do?
I know what I did. Hold on. I'll get it working. All right. That should fix it now. And then when I go to this one, it'll work. Okay. Cool. Yeah. All right. So sorry about that. I audio. All right. There we go. I think we've got them all. It feels like maybe they're in different levels now. So that's. We'll make it work. We're going to make it work. It just takes a little time to figure it out. Okay. All right. There we go. We've got things happening. I can't. Yeah, I know. I know. This is. We're doing it live! Um. All right. So the mic is back. I've got a few different scenes, and so I had to like add the mic to the different scenes. We're trying some things. All right, cool. Shallies is helping us. Hello, Shallies. Thank you. We're figuring out all the details here because so for the folks that weren't here before, what happened was I had a really nice mixer thing that I did like music and stuff on, and it died just a couple days ago. So we've been trying to figure out how to make everything work without it. And so now this is me working on that. So thank you for your what is it? The patience of it all. That's very nice. All right, so let's see. We've got people who guessed things, right? Did we not?
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
I don't think anybody actually guessed because they're so busy.
Guessed.
Oh no, they're
a
up
lot
here.
of people guessed.
Okay, I see them up here now. Then they freaked out about the sound. All right, so Trey looks like he was first with Skynet. And we got a bunch of other Skynets after that. Can't hear you. Oh my god, no sound. Septic got Skynet. Caffeine and Sarcasm, welcome back. You've got Skynet as well. That's over on YouTube. Let's see. And then, yeah, I think all Skynets. I don't see anybody guessing anything other than Skynet.
No.
So that's good. Okay, so answer.
Skynet.
Yeah, it's totally Skynet. That's.
Paul Jobson said Hal.
Hell?
Hal.
Hal. Oh, that's not correct. It's definitely not Hal. That's a different movie altogether. Sorry about that. That is not true. But maybe a style point?
Style point.
See, I can come over here and point at you to try and see if you... Do you want a style point? Yeah, give him the style point. That was very stylish. All right. So there we go. Question 1 is out of the hopper. And hopefully we've gotten rid of all of our problems. Let's go to the main. Let's see if main works. Does main work? Ah, yeah, it does. Still have it on main, and then I think all of our questions should work. So I think we're good. I think we are good.
Does mine work?
Does yours? What do you mean?
Does my microphone make a pretty line on the thing?
That is your microphone.
I know, but...
What do you want? I'm not sure what you wanted to do.
Oh, that's right. We're only using one microphone.
Yes, there's just the one microphone.
I had too many noodles.
Too many noodles, and now you're tired?
I had to change into an adult-sized onesie, and now my brain's tired.
It's a difficult thing to have to do. Yes, I think of it. All right, wait, I have to move my camera a little bit so it doesn't quite look like you're actually next to me. There you go. This is the illusion. We're giving the illusion that there's two people in two different studios. You're ruining the illusion. We have two different locations with absolutely not next to each other. Stop it! You can't be on my camera. Let's see. Bit shifted. You're a little quiet, Caitlin, but I can hear you.
Hello. This is my talking voice.
There you go. Use your talking voice.
I'm not gonna yell.
No, you don't have to yell. That's my thing.
Too tired.
Yeah. No, absolutely. All right, so there we go. We are back. Everything's working. Life is good. Karen snuck in as well. I saw. Did you get all the points?
I think so.
Let's see. Yeah, there's lots of people. They all got points who got it correct. Trey was first, so he got the 2 points. Let's move on to question number 2.
Okay, you have to get both answers on this one to get a point. What 2 countries fought in the Opium War in 1839?
All right, so please put them in one line. We need both countries in order for you to get the point. 60 seconds on the clock. Need both countries, one line. Don't give us one country and then another country. That's really annoying. So don't do that.
And it will basically just not give you points.
Yeah, just we're not going to give you points if you do that because it's a pain in the butt. Trust me, do this sometime and you'll be like, oh no, I get it now. That makes a ton of sense. I see why they were acting that way. Let's see. Hey, congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
Hey-o.
Thank you. Hey, Robert shared. Look, Robert sharing. That's very nice of you, Robert. Thank you. We'll make sure to get you a point later on in the show. Hopefully it will help you win. About 15 seconds left. Get your answers into the chat. Make sure you get those points that you could be getting. All right. Let's see as time ends up going up. We will see here. All right. Time is up. I don't know if you're hearing that, but I made the desktop audio a little louder. But we're going to go to the chat and take a look at people's answers and see what people said. Starting off at the top, we've got Septic Scope with England and China. First one to say that. Again, Twitch a little faster than everybody else here, so think about that. Trey came in on Facebook first with China and the UK. We have China and Japan. Amy Mack, the first one to say that. China and Britain, Caffeine and Sarcasm on YouTube. First YouTuber to have that answer. Russia and China is another guess that we have. Let's see. Some more Englands and Chinas. England and India. Chalets. Is that? Am I saying that right? Chalets? Chalice? Let us know how we say it. We want to say it the right way. It's Challys. Chalice. Chales. Let us know. It says England and India. Gordon over on YouTube says China and England. A lot of China and England so far, it looks like. Time is definitely up, by the way. I need to make sure that that's posted. And yeah, so those are the different ones. We've got a few. Steam wants to know where Craig is. Well, it sounds like you should probably share the show with him.
He's on a work thing.
Yeah, and so let's take a look. Any of these correct?
Yeah.
All right, so we did get some people with correct answers. What is the correct answer?
It's Britain and China, but I would also accept England and China.
How about the UK and China?
Okay.
Yeah? It's up to you. You're the quiz mistress.
I'll allow it.
All right, she's allowing it. You lucked out, Trey. Michael Barbine has shared, if you look over down in the corner there. Thank you, Barbine. Barbine is our Minister of Misinformation. We appreciate him being here. He is going across the United States in a VW van, which is right now in Florida, even though he is not in Florida. So, yeah, something that might be in a quiz later. We'll have that as a trivia question. You are on time, Barbine, this time. He showed up about 10 minutes late for yesterday, but he is here on time today. So thanks for joining us. Like a chalice. Okay, a chalice. That's great. I love that. That's a really nice name, Chalice. All right, so we got answers. We got the first answer on that was Septic Scope with England and China. Yes. 2 points for Septic Scope. This might be your day. And then everybody else gets a point. And we'll move on. Robert just shared to 25 people. I don't know why I don't see more of these. Are there more of these here? Yeah, I definitely see one of them, but I'm not seeing all the others. I don't know if you're sharing it to people. Oh, Robert has just shared to someone using a tag in the chat. We may want to make a note of that. All right. So let's see. Caffeine and Sarcasm just does a 1. Okay, that's good.
Number 1.
Yeah, you're number 1. Let's see. Septic would like to make sure that it is not their night. It absolutely isn't their night.
No.
Question number 3, is that right?
Yes.
Let's go to question number 3.
Clarification.
Yeah.
I will accept either the Latin or the anglicized names for this.
Oh, okay.
But you have to get all 3.
All right, all 3. Again, all 3 answers, 1 chat. All right, so we can keep all track of it. All right, let's go. Lori's here. Hi, Lori. Welcome.
Name the 3 bones of the middle ear.
All right. Here's the question here. Well, it's not really a question, I'll be honest. 60 seconds on the clock. We just need you to name all 3 bones of the middle ear. So there's like common names for them, but there's also like Latin names for them. We'll accept even combinations of the 2, but they all have to be in 1 chat. 1 chat for you to get the points. 40 seconds left on the clock. Get your answers in. Lori, you got this. I believe in you. You can do this.
Klaatu Barada Nikto.
Oh, I believe you just summoned a dragon.
Style point.
That's what I think just happened. All right, 25 seconds left. Lori says, hammer something and something. That is true. That is also the name of a rap group from the 90s. Except it was MC Hammer something and something. Was it the 90s? I feel like that was the 90s, right? MC Hammer? Is that 2000s? I feel like that's 90s.
90s.
I feel strongly that would be 90s. Yeah.
Strongly, huh?
Yeah, no, I feel really good about that. All right, time's up. Make sure your answers are in. We will go to the chat and take a look at what people have said. I like Barbara's answer. Larry, Curly, and Mo, the 3 well-known bones of the ear. They're just like inside your ear. That's a thing. All right, miss one of the steps. Perhaps so. All right, time's up. Let's get into these answers.
Please do me a favor.
Yeah.
Don't answer twice.
Don't answer twice. That's rude. Let's see. Boom shakalaka. Hammer, staple, and anvil. Anvil.
I think it was supposed to be anvil. We always say spelling doesn't count.
Yeah, I guess it's anvil. That's close enough. So hammer, staple, and anvil. Not correct though. I don't think so. Oscus, meniscus, and incus.
Ossicles.
Ossicles.
Ossicles, malleus, and incus.
Yeah. No, not. Trey comes in with hammer, anvil, and stirrup.
That is correct.
Which is actually correct. That is the first one to get the right answer. Hammer, anvil, and stirrup are the colloquial terms for those bones. Well, Lori got hammer and stirrup. You were very close, very close. You just needed anvil. Scott was very close. Hammer and anvil. Staple, though, unfortunately not correct. Yeah, and anvil. Let's see. Yeah, and let's see. Who are we doing? Louis says Barbine. Danny went with a Karen. Unfortunately, Danny loses a point because somebody did get it correct. Hammer, stirrup, and anvil. Well, I think we have to go with the first answer, right? Is that how do we do it with Scott?
First answer.
First answer, staple. All right, you just have to be more careful when you're answering. Let's see. Steven goes with hammer, anvil, stirrup. Steam gets one. Chalice gets one. Yeah. Let's see. Melissa also gets one. Eardrum, violin, hammer. That is great, Amy. I like that. That's fantastic. And let's see. Septic went with hammer, anvil, strip, which I feel like isn't close enough. Strip is a totally different word. I feel like that you were so close, but not there. Everyone, it was Lori's birthday, 29th birthday yesterday. Let's all sing to her. We could do that. I feel like we could sing to Lori, right? Huh? Ian also got hammer, anvil, and stirrup, which is very weird because Ian doesn't get anything right.
I think Lori got it, but I think she answered 3 times, so I have to look.
Lori, yeah, definitely started off
Hammer
with
something
hammer
something.
stirrup.
No, she started off with hammer something something.
Oh,
and
hammer
then went
something
hammer
something.
stirrup.
Yeah.
And then anvil. Okay.
And then
yeah,
anvil.
it really helps me out if you answer in one line.
We did
Otherwise,
say
I'm not actually sure that you answered.
we did say you have to do it all in one line, so I don't think that that's a point.
Okay.
Yeah, we announced that at the beginning. When it has these longer ones, we need them on one line because trying to go through all the chats and like line up the right answers is really difficult. So, sorry, kind of a rule that has happened just to make life a little bit easier for us. So, all right.
Now we sing.
Now we sing. Are you good? So for Lori, it's semicircular canals caused me to crash a Blackhawk. Do I get styles for that? Style points for that?
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. You crashed a Blackhawk? I want to crash a Blackhawk.
You get 2 style points for that. I have to do my singing yoga.
Okay, do your singing yoga. Everybody make sure you stretch before you sing because you don't want to crash a Blackhawk.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
Are you sure?
Me.
All right. Yeah, all right. You ready?
Yes.
Count it off.
3, 2, 1.
This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. That's it. Trey got it. Sing in pirate mode.
No.
Oh my goodness. We didn't, yeah. I don't know how we would have done that in pirate mode.
Like this.
Arr! Aye, this is our pirate song. It's like a birthday song, but longer. Oh, is that your hook? You have a hook. I keep looking over at you even though we have the 2 cameras, which is probably a giveaway that you're right here. All right, let's move on. Question number 4, I believe.
Lori appreciated our song.
Well, we appreciate you, so thanks for joining us just after your birthday.
By the way, just point of order, the Latin answer for the last one was Malleus Incus Stapes.
Oh. A lot of people don't know that. If you say that 3 times, it'll turn the lights on, I believe. Isn't that?
No.
No, it's not. That's not a spell?
No, it's not.
Oh, sounds like a spell. What's number 4?
What were the last names of Bonnie and Clyde? I will give you 1 point for each last name on this one.
Okay, but they still have to be on the same line. You get 1 line guess. First one is your guess. Okay, 1 line, 1 guess. You get a point if you get either one of them right. You get 2 points if they're both right. And then the way that we'll do this, and 60 seconds on the clock. The way we'll do this is whoever gets both correct first gets the bonus point. If no one gets both correct first, then whoever gets 1 correct first will get the bonus point. Karen's, for this type of question, means that you don't believe anyone will get both correct. All right, so that is... So if you throw a Karen right now, you're saying, I don't think anyone will get both of them correct. If somebody gets 1 correct, you would still get a point at that point. All right, 25 seconds on the clock. Get your answers in, please, in one chat. Everyone's doing good. This is great. We appreciate it. Pirate songs are sung in the sea. Get it? I see what you did there. Oh, Jenny has thrown a Karen. We do have a Karen. Somebody has gone for it. We'll go to the chat here. We are waiting for Facebook to catch up. Some good ones. Paul goes with McCormick and Schmidt, which is good. Rob just goes for Rob for both of them. It was Bonnie Rob and Clyde Rob. I like it. Let's see. We've got Parker and Barrow.
How's that boat septic?
Lori says Hopper for both. Blair and Cussler. We have Thomas and Malcolm and Riddle. Since team. That's not a good look. Let's see. Jenny has thrown the Karen. Some Parker and Barrows. Not Malcolm Morvello. Melissa goes with Dumb and Dumber. Septic says, I found pirate songs to have a catchy hook in them. Paul says never go full Karen. Just so you know, that's not it. Didn't see a guess by Septic. It looks like
Septic guessed Parker and Barrow.
Oh, did it? I didn't see it come up. Where did I? Oh, there it is. Ah, so it looks like the most popular one is Parker and Barrow. Is Parker and Barrow correct?
It is.
It is correct.
And I think someone actually, Gordon Sr., actually clarified which is which. It's Clyde Barrow and Bonnie Parker.
So we did Bonnie and Clyde. Do they need to be in the correct order by any chance? We're not saying that. Okay. So, for instance, Karen, who went with Barrow and Parker, fine.
2 points.
Got it. And people who went with Parker and Barrow, fine as well. Jenny loses a point because a bunch of people actually got it correct. And let's see. We should change Karen so that you get a point for everybody who gets it wrong, or you lose a point for everybody that gets it right.
I may have fucked up all the points on this.
That's cool. That's fine. No big deal. So it looks like the first Parker and Barrow is Trey, so he would have 3 points. We also saw correct answers from, let's see, Barbara. Welcome, Barbara. Glad to have you here again. Danny looks like got Parker and Barrow. Gordon Sr. got it. Karen, Ian, Septic, Chalice, and those are all of the ones that I'm seeing. Trey just watched the Bonnie and Clyde movie a couple weeks ago, though.
Okay, I fixed the points.
The boat is very comfy, and Septic has bought a cushion this time. There you go. So let's go. Shaggy has joined us. Welcome, Shaggy. Glad to have you here. It's okay, Jen. Way to take the risk. Yeah, sometimes you got to go all in. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to make fun of someone for going Karen, right? Throwing a Karen on things. Sometimes you think, this is my time. All right, so we're to question number 5 already. This is good. Making good time.
How long after the first time U.S. astronauts set foot on the moon did we do it again?
All right, so question number 5. How long after the first time U.S. astronauts set foot on the moon did we do it again? So when did we set foot on the moon a second time? Just for clarity, we're not talking about the second person. That would be moments afterwards.
We're talking about groups of astronauts on a different mission.
The next mission. When was the next mission? So don't answer like 30 seconds because that is incorrect.
2 minutes is not the correct answer.
Yeah. And it takes longer than that to get to the moon. It takes 30 seconds to Mars, is my understanding, but it takes longer than that to the moon. Right? There's a band.
30 seconds to Mars.
Yeah. All right, so get your answers in. There's about 30 seconds left. We need to know when the next mission to the Mars, what was the next mission to the Mars? How long after the first landing and footsteps on the moon?
I said the U.S., Robert.
Yes, in the U.S. Specifically the U.S. This is not fair for Septic, I understand, but we were first there, so too bad.
I feel like it was monumentous enough that Septic would have a chance.
It was a long time ago, though, so that's also something to keep in mind. All right, get your answers in.
It's not a trick question, Lori.
No, not a trick question. Going to the chat, time is up. And we'll start looking at some of these answers here. Let's see. 25 years, says Robert. So that would have been like when I was in high school or something like that, I feel like. What was that? That would have been in the 90s. The early 90s, right? Because when did we go to the moon? 69?
No,
67?
69.
69? So if we went in 69, right, and then 25 years later would be 94, right?
Yeah, I feel like I would have remembered that.
Yeah, I feel like that. I don't think we haven't been to the moon while like I've been smart enough to remember it.
Oh no, Septic's boat has sprung a leak.
Oh no, that's not good. Let's see, we have 5 years, 4 years. Paul Jobson would like to know, let everyone to know that the Earth is flat, and we never went to the moon because it's a conspiracy theory.
Thank you, Paul.
Let's see.
No style points for you.
5 years. Trey goes with 4 months. Oh, that's very close together. Lori says 5 seconds when the second foot hit. Yeah, see, we covered that, though. Well, dang it. Danny says Karen. Oh, Danny throws a Karen. These are getting very common. They used to be few and far between, but Karen's now on consecutive questions. Gordon Sr. goes with 60 days. 4 years, 3 years, 5 years, 5 years. Robert says, sorry, I'm eating. I didn't look up. My fault. Then 3 years.
Krakens with very different answers.
They spent something like 3 times as long there as Neil and Buzz. The second mission was there a lot longer. Diane goes with 1 year. Septic says, oh no, the boat has sprung. Has a couple planks missing. And Trey says, 69 and 72 were the moon landings.
69
through 72. Yeah. So not during my lifetime. All right. Did anyone get it correct?
Yes.
So someone got it correct.
So Danny loses a point.
Danny loses a point, unfortunately. What was the correct answer?
4 months.
Oh, it was 4 months.
Yeah.
So it was pretty quick.
Yeah.
Looks like Trey gets 2 points and nobody else does.
Nobody.
Oh, that's very sad.
I thought more people were going to know that, honestly.
Yeah, you thought more people would know?
Yeah.
I think people would have known the first one. I don't think I would have known the second one either. I'm not sure that I could have done that.
You think you could have said the year for the first one, though?
Yeah. Because I told you, 69. Like I said that out loud before anybody told me it. So I feel that one I would have gotten. Yeah, well, whatever. Let's see. All men are volcano made, says Ian. That is true. Steam says all volcanoes are man-made. Ian says he was using metric years. I don't know how that changes. I feel like the difference between metric years and standard years isn't quite that large. 4 years versus 4 months. That feels like an order of magnitude. Yeah, the boat has sprung water.
Sorry about that, Septic.
Yeah, sorry about that. Phew, right pick. Toss up between 4 and 5 months since it was the same year. All right. What are we at? 5?
We've done 5.
Okay, so we should probably go through the points and see how everybody's doing since we're halfway through. We're going to tell everybody their points. If your points are significantly different, let us know so that we can get them on track and right. We're just doing this on a spreadsheet, so we're imperfect. So help us out. Please be honest with us. So what do we got?
From the bottom to the top.
Yeah!
At 1 point, we have Steam, Scott, Robert, and Caffeine and Sarcasm. With 2 points, we have Danny. With 3 points, we have Melissa, Gordon, Diana, Chalice, and Barbara. With 4 points, we have Karen, who has thrown no Karens.
No.
With 6 points, we have Ian and Septic. With 10 points, we have Trey. You can still overtake him, people.
So he's the leader right now with 10.
Yeah.
All right. So there you have it, everybody. You can still win this. Trey is within striking distance. 5 more questions. Don't forget that tomorrow we're going to be doing a Wager Wednesday, which means we'll have 10 questions and a bonus 11th question where you can wager all of your points that you've earned up to that point for the week on one question. We'll give you the category. If you get it right, you basically double those points that you wagered. If you get it wrong, though, you lose that many points. So that's another way that you could catch up with people. And don't forget, Friday is a free-for-all Friday, so everybody can be on the show on Friday, which is great because we can barely be on the show. We just got cameras next to each other on a desk. All right, so let's do this. Question number 6.
What town was the setting for Nathaniel Hawthorne's House of Seven Gables? I just need the town name. I don't need a state or anything.
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. We need the name of the town that was the setting for Nathaniel Hawthorne's House of Seven Gables. Steam says he believes he has 2 points. Just so you know. We believe we have an incorrect pointage happening.
I believe you.
No reason why he would lie to us, right? Other than he loses a lot. I feel like, did he just ask for more points? He's getting worse and worse at losing. He was trying to lose for a while there, and now he's asking for extra points, which is going to make it harder to lose. You're missing the entire point, I think. All right, get your answers in. There's only about 15 seconds left on the clock, so make sure you write the name of the town. We do not need a state or country or any of that. We need the name of the town. Shaggy says it's Funktown. Is that true?
Uptown funk you up.
All right, time is up. Let's go to the chat and take a look at some of these answers. So yeah, looking
You were
at
right, Steve. You have 2 points.
all right, Steve has 2 points. Let's see what we've got answers down. Ear and opium. What? Holy French toast and bacon. I'm on the board, says Robert.
Steve's saying he got the ear question right and the opium wars question right.
Oh, I thought those were just things he was doing right now.
Ears and opium?
Yeah. Eating elephant ears and smoking opium. Gables of Town, says Robert. Gables of Town. Castle Rock, says Paul.
Style point for the Stephen King reference.
Yeah, not true. That is Stephen King. Coronaville, says Lori. Not a place you want to visit. Margaritaville, way better. We have some Salems. We've got Funk. We've got Salem Witch Trials. We've got Las Vegas from Steam. And Septic was the last one in with the answer Salem. What is the correct answer?
Salem.
It is Salem. So that means the first Salem I saw was Danny with 2 points. So congratulations to Danny for getting the bonus point. And yeah, this is good. And then a bunch of other points as well coming in from other folks. Let's see. What are we going to now? 6? 7. Going to 7. Question number 7.
What body of water does the Danube flow into?
And the answer to this is obvious. 60 seconds on the clock. It's Sandstorm. Right?
We have bucketed the water out and flex sealed it.
Yeah. It is Sandstorm. That's the answer to this.
No.
Only correct answer.
No.
Yes.
You
Sandstorm.
can't get people the correct answer.
It's the only one anyone gets a style point for Sandstorm.
I would have given style points if you hadn't given them the idea.
All right, answers are coming in. We've got about 30 seconds left on the clock. We'll see how many people actually get that reference. That's the other one.
I bet Paul Jobson gets it.
Yeah, probably. He's pretty referencey. I feel like I should center you on your camera. There we go.
I want to be artsy.
Yeah. No, that's good. I'm the artsy one. All right, 10 seconds left. Get the answer in. We want to be able to count your points. And then we're going to go over to the chat here in just a moment. Let's see. Yep, that's it. To the chat because time is up. And let's start going from the top here and see. I like Septic's original answer. We have bucketed the water out and flex sealed it. That could have worked for the Danube or his ship, one of the two. Indian Ocean, Black Sea, Gulf of Mexico, some more Black Seas, and Lake Dugard.
Style point.
Right in at the end. Bermuda Triangle comes in just after the bell. Yeah, look at that. Lots of good again. Looks like Black Sea is the odds-on favorite. Is Black Sea the answer?
It is.
It is the answer. All right, so everybody who got Black Sea, you are correct. First person on the board there was Amy Mack, it looks like. 2 points to Amy for getting Black Sea first. Then Trey and Septic, Karen, Jennifer. Jennifer K is back. I didn't see you sneak in. Welcome back, Jennifer. Gordon over on YouTube. Steam, his son. Ian, Melissa, Diana, Diana Smiles, and those are all of our points. That's it. So this is good. We're going through. We're making a good pace on things. On to question number 8. Let's do it.
The song All That Jazz comes from what musical?
This is the Jazz Hands?
Yes.
60 seconds on the clock. We need to know what musical All That Jazz was debuted in. Where does it come from? What musical? So yeah, let's get those answers in. Danny says she also got it right. Did I just skip over? Danny definitely got it right.
Yeah, I had that.
Yeah, we got that. Thank you, Danny. All right, so we need an answer for a musical that has all that jazz in it. All that jazz. We got about 20 seconds left. About 20 seconds left. You want to get your answers in. Lots of good answers coming in. Let's see. I'm trying to think of like jazz places. What's a place where that has a lot of jazz? You would think South
New
would be more
Orleans.
jazz. Yeah, New Orleans, like I don't know, like Memphis maybe, something like that. Blues, jazz kinds of things. Well, time is up. Let's take a look at the answers and see what people thought it could have been. Starting at the top, Jennifer K came in with Chicago, which is a city, actually. A lot of people don't know that. Paul Jobson said basketball. Danny said Chicago, also a city. You're confused because you're thinking we said musical and not giant fire with a cow, which is usually what that's associated with. Amy Mack asked us if we're singing in the rain. We're not. We're indoors. So that was a weird question. Chicago says Trey. A lot of people saying Chicago. Karen, Melissa, Septic over on Twitch. Lori, Ian. Shaggy goes with Phantom of the Opera. Danny says couldn't type my answer because I had a similar seminary in my autofill. That was very strange. Like, because it was trying to autocorrect. I see. Steam said Chicago. Diana says all that jazz from the music. It's the titular track from All That Jazz the musical.
Yeah,
that makes a ton of sense, right? It could be 42nd Street says Gordon Senior. Time's up. A lot of people said Chicago, which, as I said, is embarrassing because Chicago is actually a U.S. city. So I'm sorry. That's going to be really embarrassing when we find out that Chicago is not the answer because being a city.
Do you want to know the answer?
Yeah, what's the answer?
It's Chicago.
What? No, that's a U.S. city. There's no way that's the answer.
Right. I need you to stop screaming at me.
First person who got Chicago is Jennifer K. Jennifer K gets 2 points. Everybody else gets 1 point.
Count them.
Welcome to the show. You get your 2 points in. That's when you know you've hit it big. All right, so this is good. We're going along. We are at a very important question now because it is the second to last question of the evening. It was an 80s band. That's Ian says. That's who did that. This is
the penultimate question.
It is the penultimate question. Only 2 questions left to get points for the night. If you win, you get the bragging rights. You can give an acceptance speech in the chat that we'll read off, and you get to choose what the color of our studio is tomorrow. Danny won last night and chose any kind of purple.
I chose like a deep eggplanty purple.
Deep Purple, yes, which was also a band in the 80s. I think 70s, maybe in the 70s. All right, so yes, it is penguins. Let's go with question number 9. What is the question?
From what country do the Pennsylvania Dutch trace their origins?
So we know that they're in Pennsylvania. We know that they're Pennsylvania Dutch. But what country do they trace their origins to? 60 seconds on the clock. Let's find out. Ian wants to go with brown as the color. It's a difficult color to make when you have light to use. It's easier when you're doing it with pigments. You just mix everything. I believe brown is just turning the lights off, which is most likely what would happen if Ian were to win. Because I just don't know. I don't know that we can make brown lights. I think that that's a little too much to ask. But we'll try. We will goddamn try. It is 30 seconds left on the clock. Get your answers in. We've got a lot of people guessing. This is really good. I don't think brown was the answer that Ian was going for, that was where they're from. I'm assuming he was just yelling what color he wants the studio to be. Ian did actually answer with something after that. About 5 seconds left. So if you do not have an answer and get it in, he said GT Airmany. I don't know what that is. Go into the chat room. Let's see how everybody did. I don't know if I'm going to call this Germany. That doesn't look anything like...
That looks a lot like Germany.
That looks like Getiermany.
That's Germany.
Getiermany. That's not even close to Germany.
It's Germany.
Paul went with Canada. Oh. Why is that? Oh, that's working. It wasn't showing up because I wasn't at the bottom. Ha 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 ha.
You're silly.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. Canada. Steam is choosing Puke Green. Steam, all you have to do is win. That's all it takes. And seeing that you can't lose, winning's going to be even harder, I feel like. Ian has changed it to Germany with a star in front of it. The Star of Germany. Saxony, to be more specific, says Trey. He also goes with Germany. Amy goes with Holland. Dutch, that makes a ton of sense. Denmark, says Jenny. Belgium, Jennifer K goes with that. Pocono. The Poconos, says Robert. Just, they were there the whole time. They were just in the mountains. Norway, says Lori. Diana says Holland. And Gordon says the Netherlands. So those are all the answers that we've got. Septic over on Twitch went with Germany as well. What was the correct answer?
Germany.
It's Germany. So the first person to get the correct answer is, I don't know, it's a toss-up. It's up to you. You're the game mistress here. You're the quiz master. You have to let us know. Ian came in with Getmany.
That's Germany.
First. And then Trey came in with Germany first. And then Ian corrected it to Germany after that.
I understood Ian to mean Germany.
Would you have known it if the answer wasn't Germany?
I would have assumed he was trying to type Germany.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So it looks like Ian's going to get the 2 points. I don't run this ship. I just make sure that it leaks whenever Septic's in it. So there you go. Lots of points that went out. Congratulations. Deutsch bastardization to Dutch. So it was actually the Pennsylvania Deutsch.
Yeah, it was.
There.
Or Dutch.
Dutch. The Dutch marks. All right. So last question. This is good. We made a ton of very quick time here. So we'll send you out into the world with a few extra. We'll be able to end this meeting early and give you some time back in your day.
I hate it when people say that. I've said it and I've like cringed when I said it.
All right. So let's do question number 10.
Steve McCracken with the dad joke. In the poker game Omaha, how many cards is each player dealt?
Omaha! Omaha!
This is not a football game.
Yeah. That means there's a blitz coming.
No.
Yep. All right.
American football. Just point of order.
Yeah, 60 seconds on the clock. We need to know how many cards are dealt to you in the game of Omaha poker.
Paul jobs in.
Mm-hmm.
You're a pain in my ass.
Paul went with all 52. Each player gets an entire deck, and they have to select from that deck the best hand that they possibly can get. And so there's a lot of ties in Omaha poker. Yeah, there's every game ends in a tie except for that new kid who doesn't know what he's doing. 25 seconds left on the clock. Get your answers in. It's a number. Just for those who aren't sure, it is a number. Ian says Omaha card game.
We heart you too, Paul.
Let's see. We got lots of good guesses coming in. Most of them are a lot smaller than 52, which leads me to believe that maybe Paul's not correct. But time is up.
I don't want to give it away, but Paul's wrong.
No? What? But what if people want to guess that? Robert has a guess that he would also like to throw in the ring. 62.
More than one deck of cards.
Yeah, 62. You get an entire deck plus some of the next guy's deck.
Again, I don't want to ruin anyone's plans, but that is not
It is correct. What?
No.
It's not. Oh, God, that's awkward. All right, so time's up. Let's go to the top and see. We've got lots of different ones. Jennifer was the first one with a 4. Amy with the first one with a 7. Jenny, the first one with a 5. Shaggy, the first one with a 3. And those are all the firsts that we got. And then we've got all of those answers duplicated by various people. Over on YouTube, Gordon went with 5. Septic went with 7 on Twitch. Is this a closest? Should we have said this is closest? No. It's not. You have to get it exactly right?
Yes.
Ooh. Did anyone get it exactly right?
Yes.
Oh! Is it 62?
It's not.
Oh. Is it 52?
It is not.
Is it 7?
No.
Oh. Is it 5?
It is not.
Is it 4?
Yes.
It's 4! Congratulations, Jennifer K. got the first one in. 2 points to her. She is on fire. Jennifer is on fire. Came in a little late and has been killing it ever since. All right. What, it's not 62 pickup? 62 pickup where you have a deck of cards that you throw at somebody and then you pick 10 up and throw them at them a second time? I don't even know what that means.
I think, so Septic said that since it was not going to be their night, they were cracking open a beer.
Yeah.
I think that beer may have gotten to them because it says, "Damn, I hot the iceberg."
Oh my goodness. The beers have hit. I think we may have Drunk Septic on a Taco Tuesday. Welcome. Usually we wait. Usually it's like Drunk Karen on Fridays and Drunk Danny's on Fridays. But damn it, hit the iceberg. There you go. Came back around with it. Ian says...
Was that beverage you cracked open actually an entire bottle of whiskey by any chance?
Yeah. Ian says, I'm going to go with Keith Richards.
No.
For everything, I assume.
Ian was actually trying to win tonight, and it totally threw me off.
We don't know what to do with him.
Every time I saw Ian's name, I was ready for it to be, like, style point worthy, and then I was like, oh, that's a real fucking answer.
Yeah. All right, so let's go. Let's take a look at what the actual scores are right now. So these are the scores that we had for you from the game. Let us know if you feel like they're not correct.
In no particular
Correct.
order other than alphabetical.
Yeah.
Amy Mack has 3 points. Barbara has 3 points. Caffeine and Sarcasm has 1 point. Chalice has 3 points. Danny has 8 points. Diana has 4 points. Gordon Sr. has 4 points. Ian has 11 points. Jennifer K. has 6 points. Karen has 7. Lori has 1. Melissa has 7. Robert has 1. Scott has 1. Septic has 10. Shaggy has 1. Steam has 6. And Trey has 14.
14. All right. So that's where we are. Let us know if you think that your points were not gathered correctly. We're going to move on to the shares that I'm seeing over here. Right? It looks like we've got a bunch of people here. I'm going to refresh this over here because it seems like I'm seeing 2 shares, but then I'm seeing a bunch that come in after that. So let's try. I want to make sure that we get all of them. Let us know if you think that you're... All right, turning that off.
14 shares.
There we go. That's much better. All right, let's go down. It looks like Michael Barbine has 4 shares. At least at the top here. Robert has a share. Ian's Habitat for Humanity Armenia has a share.
I'm going to assume that's Ian.
Probably. Divided We Shall Fall has a point for sharing.
I don't know who that is. That to.
Yeah. Barbara has a point for sharing. Ian has a point for sharing as a real person. And then me, it looks like. So I'm not seeing any. Some posts may not appear because they're privacy settings. So that's the other problem.
So,
I do know that Robert had another share in the chat that I saw because he actually tagged, I think, Lori, who came in
Yeah, we already
So
counted that
you
one.
already counted that point. Okay,
So
great.
Robert said that he shared with 25 people. I think, again, Robert, when you share with someone via a message, it doesn't get tracked on this share thing because Facebook doesn't track and tell people how many messages you send to people privately.
Yeah.
So I know at least one of your shares was to me in a DM, which doesn't count.
Yeah, unfortunately, we changed those rules the last week.
Yeah.
So if you want those points, you just have to tag people in the chat so we can see that. And then we'll definitely give you those points.
Oh.
What?
I think Septic gave us a loser speech.
Oh, no. Why?
The bucket has drifted off with my dreams of winning as I lay under my capsized boat on the ice.
That's so poetic. Oh, my goodness. All right, so we've put all of that into our magic machine.
Okay, so Ian actually has another one.
Another one.
Other mystery account was Ian's.
Okay, so we've mixed all of that up and everything, and we've used math, and if we sort things on the spreadsheet by most points, our winner for today is.
I think it's a tie.
We have a tie. You think?
We have a tie.
We have a tie between Trey and Ian.
Of all people.
Who really wants it to be brown, which is going to be a tough one to pull off. But yeah. All right, so both of you get to have acceptance speech. We'll call it bragging rights for you both. First time we've ever had a tie, I think, at the end of a day. I don't feel like we've had that before, so that's very exciting. So get those. If you made some style points, I didn't hear you handing out style points that often. But
not a ton of them.
If you did get style points, throw them in the chat, and that way people we can find out who the king and queen of style are for this evening. And let's see, what else do we need to do? Oh, Trey, do you want to pick the color or do you want Ian to, which is brown? That's all Ian is going for. We should do a 1 versus 1 question off. Oh, that's very interesting.
I'm ill prepared for that.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. We would have had to have other questions. Can you Google questions?
I have a trivia question I could do.
Okay.
Just for Ian and Trey, nobody else.
Yeah.
What is the thing that connects your upper lip to your nose called? There's like a divot there. So what's the name of that?
The tiebreaker?
Yeah.
All right. So the actual name of the thing that connects your nose to your lip.
Your upper lip.
And it is not a mustache.
The answer is not mustache.
Yeah. So there you go. There's a tie. We'll see how that goes. All right. While we're waiting on them, everybody, I'm going to go through just the business side. I didn't really make my speeches like I normally do, which is probably why we went faster. We do this every night at 7 o'clock. Come join us. It's something that we're hoping you can look forward to, and it'll break up your day, the monotony of your day a little bit, and the monotony of your week. We enjoy having you here, and hopefully you enjoy having us in your house. And so let's see. Oh, yeah, other people are joining in, I've noticed.
Neither of them knows.
Neither of them? All right. This was not a good one for them, huh?
I've said it earlier on the show.
Yeah. So I also have a podcast called Another Wasted Hour, which is where this stemmed from. So if you enjoy kind of the zaniness of this show, go check out the podcast. It's very similar. We've got some trivia. We have a game show that we invented called Please God, Just Get One Right. Our guests usually don't, but it's a lot of fun anyway. And then inside there, we've also got some crazy news from the internet that we go and check out and laugh about. And you'll get exposed to some really great music and art from the DC area. People that you probably wouldn't see otherwise. So check that out. It's free. It's at all your podcasting locations. Again, you can go to like Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, any of those. There's like 140 episodes. Go give us a review and some stars and stuff. I looked at like the 30-day like thing on reviews just the other day, and there were none. Nobody gave us a review. So that's sad. Go do that. I think those are all the things. Let's see. Ian's Chartreuse is another one.
Chartreuse is like a very bright green.
A bright green. We could probably do bright green. I'm not sure. We'll try brown. I don't know how that'll work.
This is called the Philtrum. 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 That's going to be the word of the day tomorrow. if anyone's following my word of the day.
Oh, there. So if you're on Facebook. So I think that's about it, right? So, and Ian, Trey, tie for the night. Congratulations, gentlemen. We'll try and do brown. If not, we'll do chartreuse. So yeah, we're here every night, 7 o'clock. Until next time, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, stay home. We're going to get through this, but we'll get through it together. Like, we'll show up here every night. We're going to be here every night until they tell us that we can go out. And that seems like it's getting closer, but we may do it quite a bit longer than that. We'll see how we feel about it. And there are 2 Caitlins. What? There's 2 Caitlins. Why are there 2 Caitlins?
Because I'm on the edge of your screen.
Oh, I see. It moved some. Now there's just Caitlin. Just all the time, Caitlin. All right, so everybody, so everybody stay safe, stay sane. We'll be here 7 o'clock tomorrow, and every day after that until they tell us we have to leave our house. And what else? Oh, shout out to all the people who are making the world go round right now. We've got doctors and nurses and delivery people, all these people who are essential that have to go to work and can't stay home, can't work from home. We appreciate it because we know that that's not easy, and you're taking that risk to help us stay home and be safe. So thank you. We really appreciate that. And until tomorrow at 7 o'clock, good night. Everybody ask Caitlin if she's going to hit the button.